Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ron Simplified Myers. For those of you who haven't had the opportunity to hear from me in the past, first let me say welcome and thank you for the support. I am the author of the book, The Relationship Success Handbook. Get rid of your problems, not your partner. Now, today I wanted to come and have a conversation on love, sex, and intimacy because they're all different. People love to bring them all together, but they are different. And they can come together, don't get me wrong. But we mistakenly, when I'm saying bring them together, people mistakenly make them be the same thing, and they're not. They're all totally different. What do I mean by that? Well, for me, love, if you've been around me or heard me speak, I believe love is accepting someone or something exactly the way it is. You guys heard that? Let me repeat that. Love is accepting someone or something exactly the way it is. That's love. I didn't say agree because a lot of people misinterpret that and they go, well, you're saying I have to agree with the things that people are out here doing. I didn't say agree. I said accept. They are different because I believe there's two keys to relationship. One is acceptance, the love. That's number one. And then number two is communication. So the things that I don't agree with, because remember I said accept and agree are different, things I don't agree with, we need to communicate. And folks, communication in most cases means listening. And that means getting in other people's shoes. But anyway, that's not the topic we're having here today. But I did want to cover real quick. That to me is what love is. Love is accepting people or things just the way they are. That's love. Sex, there's so many different versions of sex, but sex is just that. It's sex. People want to call it, I hear young ladies tell me, I don't have sex, I make love. I'm like, yeah, didn't you just meet that guy last night? They go, yeah, but I make love. No, you had sex. Now, I know for some of you that offends you to hear me say it that way, but that's what you did. You have sex. A lot of people don't like to hear it that way because when it comes that way back to them, it sounds like maybe I was wrong or maybe it was dirty or, ooh, was I easy or what? That's something you have to deal with on your own. But it is what it is. It's sex. Intimacy. I use the description of like the iceberg. An iceberg, about 80% of the iceberg is below the water. You only see 20%. And it's the same thing with people. People will only show you 20%, the surface. That's all you're going to ever get of people. It's very rare that you go beneath the water and start getting the 80%, which is all the emotional, the stuff that's inside of people. What's really going on. That's how intimacy, the more that you allow a person to go beneath the water and get more intimate information, like someone calls it intimacy. That's why they call it intimacy, intimacy, you see. But the bottom line is that's really what's going on. The more you allow a person in, which means closeness. That's why intimacy, again, doesn't equal sex. You can have intimacy with a friend. It just means the closeness in that relationship. You get intimacy from people when there's a tragedy that happens. Big events like 9/11, there are a lot of people that came close that were maybe enemies or stuff before that became close after that happened because of a tragedy. And it brought them closer together. That brings the intimacy. So intimacy, again, is two people or things, whatever, however you want to look at it, but it's just becoming closer together. So you guys follow what I said. Love is accepting someone as it is. Sex, there's many versions, and the reason I didn't go through it because there are. There's people do it by themselves. There's oral. We can go on and on. It's so many different versions, but sex is just that. It's sex. And for those of you who are asking, I'm gonna do a video on that too because one of the concepts I tell people: if you get your head out of your pants, then your life will change. And by that I'm saying, quit letting your pants do your thinking for you. Even with the people that are out here telling you about the 90 days, and if you wait past 90 days, you're playing with fire on losing a guy, then let them walk. let him go. You do not allow your body, which is the most valuable thing you have, to be put on a calendar. Oh, see, I end up going into that anyway, and that wasn't the plan of this video. But when it comes to that, folks, quit letting people tell you that you put your body on a calendar. Really? He may have to put a ring on it before you go to bed with him the first time. And if that's something you want as an individual, and that's something he or she doesn't want to do, then set them free. They're not the right person. Quit trying to make the wrong people be the right people. That's why people have relationship problems. Because people always tell me relationships so hard. Yes, because you keep trying to make the wrong people be the right people. Know what you want, what you're striving. That's why, again, my book's called Get Rid of Your Problems, Not Your Partner. I'm saying get you together. Know where you're headed. Know what you're looking for. And then that's who you're looking for as a person. And yes, that list is going to get longer because people tell me, shorter. People tell me all the time, but there's not that many good men out there. Or, man, it's hard finding a good woman. It's supposed to be. Think about that. There's about, what did they say? If last I heard, there's about 7 billion people in the world. Really? Out of 7 billion people, you expect what? 1 billion of them to fit? Or majority of them to fit what you're looking for? Do you understand the confusion that would take place if that was true? The more clear you get on, think about it, the more clear you get on what you're looking for, that list is supposed to get smaller and smaller because you're looking for the right person. See, folks, I got off on a whole bunch of other tangents on this. This video was supposed to be about love, sex, and intimacy. Okay, now let me get back on track. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, do not combine them unless it is true. And by that I'm saying, if there's intimacy involved and you had sex with someone, that's why they said if you find someone that you really care about and that you're really into intimacy, and you got, you know what I'm saying, you have sex with someone that you're really into, it's more powerful and it's just, ooh, that's what it is. See, that's called making love. That other stuff that people are coming up with, I just make love, I don't have sex. That makes you feel better about the act that you just did. You had sex. And because there was no intimacy in there whatsoever. You just got excited today, or they got excited, whatever the case, however you guys worked that out, and you did it. And then you were trying to justify it with yourself by saying, I made love. No, you didn't. You had sex. And folks, I'm not trying to demean sex. You know, you have to define that for yourself. I'm just saying, understand that they are different. And again, that sex, I almost went into it again. That sex is something I'll cover in a total different video because I can really get into that. And I know a lot of guys aren't going to like the stuff that I talk about when I have that conversation about the sex thing, because just real quick, it's not a male thing. It's a male and female. Everyone gets turned on. And yes, women can get turned on just as fast as guys. That microwave, everybody talks about, it takes a microwave. You know, women are like, no, guys are microwaves, and women, you know, it takes a while. They're like the oven. They need to warm garbage. Depends on the situation. Depends on the two individuals. Because there are women that will be turned on just as fast as any guy if it's the right guy. And without him even touching her, she's already turned on. I know for a lot of you, you sit there going, no, maybe because it hasn't happened to you, but it's real. This is not a male or female conversation. You guys know that's the whole thing of the stuff that I'm trying to teach. We got to get rid of these myths because it's exactly what they are. But anyway, I just wanted to have a quick conversation. Love, sex, intimacy, and understand that you can have intimacy without sex. You can have intimacy with sex. You can have love, have no intimacy, and no sex. Because again, loving you is just accepting you as you are, which is what I would do with a friend, or which is what I do with the world, because I love everyone. Now, if I don't agree with what you're doing, we ain't hanging out. You guys follow me? So there is a difference. And so, but anyway, I hope I was pretty clear on that. I'll do the video on sex because I know it's going to create a lot of conflict. But anyway, as you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch my other videos, run over to ronsuchannel.com. That's the letter U, ronsuchannel.com. Subscribe to the site if you haven't. Leave feedback on this particular video and any other videos that I have. Also, topics that you'd like for me to cover, leave those in the comment section, because I love doing videos. I love sharing insights. Hopefully they impact you in a way that you know, it moves your life in a positive direction, because that's the whole objective. I'm not doing videos just to do videos. I'm not talking just to hear myself talk. I'm here to make an impact so that you live with peace in your life. And as you guys know, if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. Folks, just understand, love, sex, intimacy, they're all different. They can become one, but understand they are three totally different topics. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.